So for about 2 weeks, I had a job working at a local bar here in town. They always have a help wanted sign, which is a good sign that they're not a good employer, and they're not. And I'm not going to say their name, but it's. I'll just say that they have a big sign out front that says "Speakeasy Tavern," and that their manager, Tad Wellington, is kind of a dick. And that's not his real name. His real name is Tad Wellington, and he's a dick. No, but again, this is joke of the week, so who knows? Maybe all that stuff is fake. So, my first day there, this duck comes in, and I'm like, what? And, my first thought is, I don't want to sound like a dick, but I looked at him, I said, buddy, we don't serve your kind here. And he's like, well, great, I wasn't about to order a duck. It's like, okay, the bar's not a duck brothel. That is technically true. And I said, so, what? You're a duck and you can talk? He's like, yeah, just, give me a beer. I'm like, that's just weird. So I give him a beer. I'm like, can I ask what you're doing here? He's like, well, I work at the construction site across the street. I'm a plasterer. Really? He goes, yeah, I do mudding, taping, I do, drywall. Really? Huh. Okay. Well, anyhow, that'll be $3.50. And he goes, put it on my tab. So apparently he was running a tab. I didn't realize that, but he's a regular. He's in there all the time. Later that day, this German guy comes in and he orders a martini. And I was like, do you want that dry? You want a martini dry? And he goes, no, just one martini, please. Which is the weirdest German accent I've ever heard. And, but, I was like, that's okay. Just one martini, damp, I guess. And he goes, as a German, do you know what really grinds my gears? And I said, what? No, what? He said, nothing, because German engineering is so good. It's like, well, that's true. In a Volkswagen, I've never had issues with the gears. But I didn't even think that was an issue, but I was just glad he pointed it out. And I know it doesn't seem like that's something someone would just bring up and say, but again, the Germans are a famously unfunny people. So I had a lot of weird customers. Like this Roman guy comes in, holds up 2 fingers and says, 5 beers, please. Because it looks like a V, so it's a 5. And I, for one, like Roman numerals. I, for one, find Roman numerals quite helpful. Other guy comes in, he's like, yeah, give me a sea breeze for myself and for my girlfriend. One of the foofiest, fruitiest, girliest drinks you have. And I said, all right, 2 sea breezes coming right up. And he could tell I was, kind of knocking him down a peg there. And he's like, okay, just give me a bourbon. I said, all right, how do you like your bourbon? He said, I like my bourbon like I like my women. 15 years old, 2 fingers, and mixed up in Coke. I was like, ooh, boy, there's actually 2 ways you could take the 2-finger thing, and neither one of them is good. So I gave him his drink and, waited for Chris Hansen to show up to give him a little chat. One time I had this clown come in, this lady, and she comes in and she's dressed as a clown, and she goes, she looks around, she's really kind of annoyed. She goes, this isn't a clown bar, is it? I go, no, I'm sorry, it's not. She's like, oh, sports on the TV, jukebox, pool tables, I don't know, lots of dudes here. I'm like, yeah, lots of dudes, hook yourself up. She goes, no, I was kind of hoping this was a gay bar. So, well, it's not. She goes, boy, you wouldn't believe what I'd do for a Klondike bar. So I said, wait a minute, are you a circus clown? She goes, yeah, what do you think? I'm a city clown? I'm a birthday clown? No, I'm a of course I'm a circus clown. We're in town, man. Come on. So I'm sorry, no one goes to the goddamn circus anymore. You of all people should know that. So, but you know what? I actually know this duck who can talk. He's charming. He drinks beer. He's always quick with a snappy retort. Would you guys be interested in someone like that for your circus? She goes, you know what? Absolutely. We're always looking for something, interesting like that. I was like, all right, well, next time I see him, I'll bring it up. So she's like, well, the thing about, and what I said to her is, the thing about sexuality is if a woman sleeps with a bunch of guys, she's a slut. But if a guy does the same thing, he's gay. Doesn't make any sense. But yeah, so another day we had this really drunk guy come in. Oh, God. And he walks up to one of the regulars and he goes, I slept with your mom. And the guy's like, okay. He's like, your mom likes it rough. And the guy's like, all right, buddy. All right. Sit down, have some water, have some coffee, whatever. He goes, you know what? I had sex with your mom last night. And the guy finally goes, look, Dad, if you're going to come in here, don't make an ass of yourself. So they were, I was new. They were both regulars. So then on my last day, the duck comes back in and he says, and I say, hey, man. Hey, Howard. He doesn't like that, by the way. That's a derogatory term. I go, hey, there was a clown in here the other day. They said they might want to hire you to work at the circus. He goes, the circus with the tent. I go, yeah, of course. He goes, with the canvas tent. I go, yeah. He goes, and the cages with animals? Yeah, with bars on them. I'm like, yeah, why? He goes, what in the hell would a circus need with a plasterer? So, yeah, job didn't work out. It was fun, though. It was fun while it lasted. That's it for Joke of the Week. Good times.